What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Across the Board, our Sunday show, the NFL Kickoff stream. How is everybody doing today? I'm glad to see that we already have a bunch of people in and actually here. I have my main man Joe with me from Lay Off the Juice. How are you doing?
Doing real good, man. I'm so excited, ready for this slate.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Well, guys, today we don't really have a plan. So we're just gonna go through some games and give out some plays and find some props and stuff like that. So if there are any certain games that you would like us to hit, definitely drop them in the chat. If you have any questions, definitely drop them in the chat. Um, I guess to start off with Joe, as far as the slate to a day, um, I know a lot of my plays are in like the later games. Um, as far as the early slate, I only have like a couple plays, which is kind of weird because it's normally a bunch of plays in the early slate and then only just one or two plays in the late slate there. Um, but as far as the games today, is there a game that you absolutely love?
Uh no, to be honest with you, no. I love props more than the games today. And honestly, if you look at my shirt, I'm a biased, I'm a Steelers fan. Uh, but I rarely like betting on the Steelers because I'm such a fan, right? So, but I do think today that Aaron Rodgers just goes and gets back in the top five debate in the NFL. So
Well, shoot, if you want to talk about that game, man, you and I did not talk much before the show, but we did talk for just a quick second. And I
yeah,
know that there's some props that you love from that game. And then as actually you were explaining them to me, I was like, damn, this sounds like a very solid play. So I'm going to bring up the Hall of Fame app, guys. Um, and we're going to check out some of those there. Um, let me see here. So we want to, let's just go ahead and go to that game.
yeah, like this right here, this filters tab. I absolutely love this tab. Just real quick, you get that last filter matchup grade. You can literally filter for only the good grades throughout the week, which saves so much time.
Yeah. So I
So
would set that to what? Probably a B
yeah,
grade. Okay. All right. So we have that filtered to this game. Um, all right. So do you want to let's do touchdowns?
yep. You can do passing touchdowns. That's
Yeah.
my favorite play. Huh. Oh, that you're on 26, 24, and 26. So just do either last 10 or head to head.
Hmm.
Take off your matchup grade filter there. Because sometimes that happens when you have too
I
many
was about to
filters
say.
at once. Yeah, so just reset that. There you go.
We're there. All right. Aaron Rodgers to get 2+ is actually plus 120 at BetMGM. But let's look into that a little bit further here. Joe, this is actually your play, so I'm going to let you talk here.
So, okay, first things first. I'm looking at the Steelers, and Aaron Rodgers had a bad game last week, right? He threw one touchdown, two interceptions. Now, one of the things that I look for is a bounce back spot, and this is the definition of it. If you look in the middle, it says passing yards allowed to the QB overall. The Patriots defense are literally the worst team in the NFL. And I get it. It's only been 2 weeks, right? But if you scroll to they gave up scroll down a little bit. Yep. So here's the game logs. The top, like that's what Aaron Rodgers has done. If you scroll down a little more, you'll see what the Patriots defense has done.
Yeah.
So two QBs that they gave up over 300 yards to. That is insane. 300 yards in a football game means they're throwing and catching it whatever they want. Like you didn't stop anybody. Week 1, they gave up 362 yards to Geno Smith. Geno was looking like that dude until he played a defense in the Chargers and he threw 4 picks or 3 picks or whatever. We cashed a lot if you guys watched the live show. And a lot of his stats are like overinflated because he had that 362-yard game. Well, Tua and Geno Smith are nowhere near the same caliber of quarterback as Aaron Rodgers. And if those two threw 300 and multiple touchdowns, Aaron Rodgers can definitely get 2 touchdowns for plus money. So it's just a common sense thing at that point. I also look at the Steelers wide receiver score, and I think DJ Metcalf is in the top 10 for his yards after the catch. So, and then you look at Jonnu Smith, a very large tight end that can run the ball after the catch. You look at Pat Furman, the very solid hands. So, there's too many ways that they can pass the ball, get in the end zone. I do not see the Patriots stopping the Steelers. So that is my favorite play of the day at plus, what is it? 120?
Plus 120. Yeah. What I want to look at is what pops out to me is his yards. You see here pass yards versus as far as the Patriots defense, they rank dead last in actual yards, and that's something that I talked about during the week of last week after the Patriots' first game, and I was surprised by how many yards they were giving up because they were bending quite a bit. They wouldn't completely break,
right?
But they were bending a whole lot. And actually, that's kind of kept going here. So I'd be interested. Let's look what his pass yards is.
Yep.
You can get 225 at minus 136, or you can get 250 at plus 152.
I like that a lot. Look at the head-to-head. He does very good against the Patriots because he doesn't like Bill Belichick. That was a thing back in the day. So head-to-head, he's clearing that number. And that's also when the Patriots defense was a lot more respectable. Keep that in mind too. If you look at the matchup screen, let's see. Click on team. See how I can get you there.
Click on one team.
Yeah. So you see here where we're saying Steelers offense versus the Patriots defense. So passing TDs, the Steelers are 4th in the NFL. He's averaging 2.5 per game. That is pretty good. The Patriots are 11th, right? But if you look at rush yards, the Steelers aren't the old school Steelers running the ball down your throat. They're trusting Aaron Rodgers to throw it. Look at pass yards. This paints the picture right here. And this is what we're targeting. Yep. The pass yards they're averaging 229 yards a game. And the Patriots are giving up 338 yards per game. So Aaron Rodgers can definitely hit 250 at plus 152. I'm about to lock that in as we speak.
I was about to say, I think I like that as actually just like a value play.
Yeah.
Let me pull it back up. Because you can take, I just don't like on props. On some props, I don't mind laying this minus 136 juice, but not really on passing yards. That's not one of the props that I would want to do that. So, like I said, you can bump that up to 250 here at plus 152. I actually really like that and definitely don't mind taking a small stab there. Let me go over here to the chat, guys. If there are any certain games that you would like us to go over, definitely drop them in the chat. We'll be happy to go over them. Jabo, what's going on, man? He's leaning Steelers, and I believe that Joe is as well.
Yeah.
I am personally staying off the side.
For
Yeah.
whatever reason, I don't know why this total is 44 and a half. I really think it should be like 47 and a half, 46 and a half. Like, honestly. Like, because the Steelers defense, they've been real suspect in the first half. And there was a personal prop that I hit. It said, will both teams score in the first quarter? And that was plus 135. And that was from Bet Online. So I definitely took a small stab at that because the Steelers, we've been giving up a lot of yards or whatever in the first half. Then in the second half of the games, we lock in. So Drake May has actually looked pretty good too. I don't feel comfortable saying that out loud. So, but he's actually looked pretty decent. So, yeah, I'm just all over the Steelers and the totals for this one.
Okay. Jabo also said, yes, if you are not in the Discord, make sure to get in the Discord, guys. Because even Jabo was in the general chat yesterday. He dropped 2 college football winners. I believe they were first quarter totals. Jabo, let me know if that was correct or not. But I believe it was 2 first quarter totals, and I believe both of them smacked pretty easily. Let's go to a random prop that I have. And honestly, I haven't gone through HOF on it, but let's do it. Just to see what HOF says, because I want to see what it says as far as his Hunter Renfro. I want to see as far as his usage. So let's go over here to the team, Panthers. Joe, help me out here. Where do I find their usage at?
So you can go to roster in the middle, scroll down. So this is another view that I like doing with Hall of Fame. You can check everyone's thing at one time. So scroll down to down. There you go, receivers. This shows you the overall what's happening. Who gets the most targets, who gets whatever. You can click on any wide receiver. Just click on their name. And then towards the bottom, it should have usage. And then like in red zone and stuff like that.
That's what I'm looking for. It's not.
Here, let me pull it up too. Oh, if you go back to the research tab, like the very first tab, you can click on usage share. So go back to the opening game. Like click on NFL. Yeah, then scroll down to the team.
There we go.
And then click on research.
Research.
Yep.
Here we go. This is what I was looking for.
Now it breaks it down by who gets the most targets and shares or whatever. And you
So
can also filter that. Those are
right.
filtered too. Yeah.
There's what I want to do here. And yeah, this is showing exactly what I was hoping it was going to show. As far as the Panthers, I know Panthers are not the best team. They're not a team that a lot of people are wanting to back in any way. But for this, just actually like follow me here. As far as the Carolina Panthers in the red zone, Hunter Renfro is their main guy. As you can see here by the numbers, it is by far as targets. He actually has 2.5. And that is a 31 per like cent red zone share. I believe he had 2 last week. Let's move this to anytime touchdowns. Yes. So he is coming off a game where he actually had 2 last week. As actually we just saw, as far as actually usage goes, he is the Panthers' main guy by far in the red zone. The numbers come down a little bit since I get it, but you can get his anytime touchdown at plus 390.
Yeah, I love that.
Does that not seem a little
that's a lot of value, dude. I like it.
I actually played this at plus 405. But I mean, as far as at that price, at actually plus 390. I mean, they're still fine. I was just a little surprised by this, seeing his usage. And no, the Panthers, I don't think they're gonna throw up a ton of points. But as you can see, when they do get in the red zone, he is who they target. Um, so yeah, man, what do you think about that one?
I like that a lot. I think that it's like that because it's his first year on the Panthers, and the books don't know how to price him yet. Like that has to be the reason why.
Well, and also just they're not projecting the Panthers to score a lot of points here.
That too.
Uh, so, but I think it's just a great spot. I mean, like at that price, I just had to bet it. Um,
I just did a little degenerate parlay, like a small, like a cup of coffee, less than that really. I put Hunter Renfro and Tyler Higbee from the Rams in a parlay, and then I did Aaron Rodgers 230 passing yards. That gets you plus 4,100.
wow,
So I put $5 on it to win 205. So
it's not bad. And guys, do have to say, as far as today's show is brought to you by the HOF app, you actually see us using it there, and you're going to see us use it a little bit more. Um, we haven't really even gotten into all the filters and everything that you can really do, guys. But you can. This is what helps us find these plays.
as
um, but also, as far as our viewers, they have a great deal for it. As you can see on the bottom of the screen there, you can get 50% off your first month plus a 7-day free trial. So, 7-day free trial, guys, just like try it out. Promise you will sit there and you'll just play around with it and you will love it.
I think that code also works for the whole year if you do the annual too. Because
Well, there you
I
go.
I bought the annual and I only paid like 108, and that was for the whole year. But I did use the code,
It
so
it definitely works then because that would not be yeah. Okay, so guys, you can also use that 50% off for the whole year. So I guess that's 50% off of your whatever your first actually purchase is.
okay.
So if you do want to go and buy a whole year, it actually will work for that too. But guys, that is also promo code ATB50 ATB50. Man, let's keep going here. Chat once again. If you have any certain games that actually you would like us to go over, definitely drop them in the chat. Um, I think that Hunter Renfro prop that was the one I had that like was the biggest price that
Yeah.
like just kind of stuck out. Like I was like, okay, this is one like I have to bet. Um, let's like do a little game talk here. I know a lot of people's one of the better games of the week is the Eagles hosting the Rams. Um, what do you think about that game?
I think that the Eagles are favored because they're Super Bowl champs and they're 2-0. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. But if you look at top to bottom matchups all the way around, the Rams are arguably the better team in this spot. Um, I love the addition of Devontae Adams because Devontae Adams, well, first they let go of Cooper Kupp, which I was pissed about. But then when they got Devontae Adams, I was like, oh, okay, I see what's happening. So the Rams are very dynamic on offense. McVay is one of the best situational and put your team in a spot to win coaches out there. For the people that was on the live show with the Texans, I absolutely hated the play calling there. I
Dude, that
love McVay's play calling.
that was some of the like we were going crazy during that game, man. They
Yeah, like that. But that's why I had to mention it for this. So situational football, Sean McVay is definitely top five. And if you're gonna give me that versus an Eagles team where they rely on Jalen Hurts, right? And he has a thing against AJ Brown. Like you gotta call a spade at this point. Like the only reason he got AJ Brown got targets last week was because Dallas Goedert was hurt, and the rookie just couldn't hold on to it. So it was like AJ Brown is one of the best wide receivers in the league, but Jalen Hurts does not use him. So it's like that to me, just I don't know, man. I'm taking the Rams plus 3.5. I'll just let that out. This is not a research driven pick. This is a qualitative, high level. I think the Rams are a better team, and I definitely think this is mispriced. So if you're gonna give me a field goal, I'll take it. I'll take the points. Do I think they win outright? I do. Plus 166 is good, but not enough for me to bang it like a double down because I did a full regular size play on the 3.5. What I'm hoping for is that the Eagles score first, right? And then I'll take the Rams money line. Because it'll easily jump to plus 200. So that's that's my plan of attack for ladder in this game.
Okay. And guys, what I'm doing, all of these plays that we're finding, well, as far as these prop plays, these like value plays, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to parlay them all with the exact lines that we're talking about here. So I just put in the Aaron Rodgers to get at least 250. Then I need to add in our guy. Okay, so Hunter Renfrow, at least for my DraftKings in my state, is at plus 425 now.
Oh, snap.
So, okay. I have those in. Okay, but back to this game here. Yeah, man, I definitely agree with what you were just saying. The Eagles are 3.5 point favorites here. And now by the numbers, by everything that I do, this number, like I have it at it's like 3.18. So I'm about there. So like from a math like standpoint, stats wise, like the number makes sense to me. If you watched some of our shows right before the NFL season started, I did give out my future, which I gave out one. It was a max play. Futures are something I don't do a lot of, but it was for the Rams win total over. So yes, I am personally really high on this Rams team. As far as actually Stafford goes, I know like a lot of people weren't because they were afraid of his back and like everything that he had going on there. Stafford looks completely fine. Stafford looks good. So yeah. I am glad to see that. I am not worried there whatsoever. So yeah, for me, I did not bet the side in this game because I'm so large on their win total over. And this was a game that they weren't supposed to win. Like this is a game that I didn't count as far as one of those wins. So for me, I'm more just cheering the Rams on here and hoping to kind of get that extra win here. But from what you were saying, man, yeah, the Eagles. If you want to talk about play calling, the Eagles' play calling has not been impressive whatsoever.
That's the new
right. As far as this OC compared to last year and stuff, like it is so different, and I don't like it with the firepower that actually they have on that team. I don't feel like they are using it whatsoever. But I mean, hey, they obviously have a plan. They have a lot of really smart guys. So whatever they're doing, hey, yeah.
You heard what Mike Tyson said. Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Right.
And Sean McVay is very good at adapting his plan during the game. So I'm definitely on the Rams, dude.
But he also can come out there. He also normally has a good game plan to start with. And he can come out there and punch in the mouth. And that's why my play for this game is the Rams first half team total over 9.5 points. I think this is just set too low.
They're getting 10, bro.
I'm about to say this is one of those bets where the juice I'm willing to lay here. I laid minus 130. Yep. This is one where I'm willing to lay the juice just because that number is so key. Like I said, I really believe that actually they can get to 10 points here in the first half. So that's the way that I am going about this game. And then, like I said, just beyond that, I'm just going to root for the Rams. Yeah, let's see what else we got here, man. Let's see if there's any other. What other bigger games? To me, this like week slate, like as far as big games, I mean, to me, like there's really not a lot.
I feel like we have to talk about the Chiefs Giants. I feel forced because it's the Sunday night game.
All right. Let's hit the Cowboys and the Bears first.
Cowboys by a million. What else?
I mean, what do you think about that line there?
That line seems way too fishy. Like I think the Cowboys should be like 4.5, 5.5 point favorites. Like if we're being honest. The Bears don't strike fear in my heart at all.
This is, I think, why it's priced like that is because this is kind of almost a desperation spot. Like the Bears don't want to go to 0-3, and they are at home here. I think that's why it's priced like this. And the Dallas defense has not looked good.
But the Dallas offense has looked amazing.
It sure has.
Look at the Bears offense, trash. Like offensively, the Cowboys will outscore the Bears. Like the Dallas defense is good enough to get them a hold towards the end of the game. Just looking at pass yards, the Cowboys are sixth in the NFL. They have 274 yards per passing game, right? The Bears give up. They're 22nd in the NFL. They give up 238 yards per game. So if you have no passing attack, in theory, you cannot lead a team and come back. So if the Cowboys get the lead, that's over with. Like that's ball game. The Cowboys win based off their passing attack. And then rushing yards, they're way better than Hall of Fame. I pulled it up.
Just like look at this, guys. This isn't even filtered. This is nothing. I just want to pull up
the main screen.
Look at that Cowboys offense versus this Bears.
The Bears defense are like bottom 10 in everything.
In everything.
And the 10th spot is pass yards, which is where the Cowboys are the 6th best. So like this game should not be close in my mind. Like I definitely got Dallas winning by a touchdown.
You know what? This really helps what I was, my like play for this game. It really helps show it. But yeah, as you can see here, the Cowboys offense, I mean, they're like top 10 in actually most of these. As far as pass actually touchdowns, I mean, they're like 23rd there, but that's because they get down at the goal line and then just run the ball in. As far as even rush yards, they're right there. They're at 11th there. But as far as the rush TDs, like I was saying, they're actually 3rd there. And yeah, just actually like Joe said, they are at least bottom 10 in everything, bottom 5 in actually most most categories here.
The TDs, they're the worst in the league.
Yes.
So like that alone says something. You can click that arrow, the 2 pointing arrows, and you can flip it. You can see what the Bears do on offense and the Cowboys on defense. Yeah.
Which is still not good.
If you want to play devil's advocate, you can do that with Hall of Fame, but
yeah. Well, that's why this is why I'm not on the side here. Because as you can see, both of the offenses are projecting to do well here. I know as far as the over, I know that a lot of people are taking the full game over here. I believe it's at 50. I don't mind that. But what I'm doing, guys, is I am taking the Cowboys team total over 25.5. I don't want to worry about the Cowboys defense, but I also don't want to worry about the Bears. Like I just don't want to worry about anything to do with the Bears. I just don't want to have to worry about that. And 25.5, that being under 27, to me that there's just a smash spot. Because this is one where I project them, and this is being on the generous side. I have them at 27.4 points. So when I take everything else in, I think that they get over that. So pull up a couple comments here. Eagles are 5-1 against Bay.
That so look at what happened. I want to say Cooper Cup didn't play in one of those games last year, or he was dealing with injuries during one of those games. Um,
But these aren't the
Also,
same teams.
I think the Eagles got a new OC. I know they have a new OC, but
Yes.
don't they have a new DC as well?
I don't.
So it's not you're not comparing apples to apples looking at the coaching standpoint. Like those guys are gone. Like,
And David, I would love for you to explain more here, man. Because yes, you're correct. It has been raining in Chicago all weekend, but guess what? It's not going to be raining during the game though.
yeah,
And also, as far as overs go, rain doesn't scare me. It's wind. So
yeah.
yeah, David,
Wind
as far
blows
as
still goes away.
yeah, as far as the weather, like I'm like looking at it here now, it's looking like it's going to be clear. There may be
But
there's a small chance for actually just like a shower actually like to come through, um, but no,
well,
to me it's actually looking like the weather's gonna be fine.
if it to play devil's advocate, when there's a lot of rain, it does get harder for wide receivers to catch the ball, right? And running backs more likely to fumble in the rain. So that I can see that, but the NFL draining system is not like baseball where if the field gets wet, you got to call the game. No, they have different cleats they have different spikes that they put at the bottom of their cleats, and they're good to go. So that's about the most it's gonna do. But the NFL fields they drain differently than other sporting event fields, and that's something, or at least, yeah, that's something that I know.
Yeah. So guys, I actually will go ahead and tell you that is one of my favorite plays of the day is that Cowboys team total over there. Um, but yeah, Joe, I know you want to talk about this Chiefs Giants spot.
Not that I want to talk about it. I feel forced to talk about it because it's like, when have we ever seen the Chiefs down 0-2, right? So in my
So
mind,
just based off of that, um, because I wasn't on most of this past week's shows. I was actually like out of town. I had some stuff going on, so I didn't get a chance to really talk about this game here. Um, just take everything out of it. Take all the stats. Just go by the teams here. Chiefs versus the Giants. Chiefs are 0-2. Giants are 0-2. I try not to handicap like actually that's what I'm about to say. But for some teams at certain points you kind of have to, I think, in this league. Um what does the NFL need here?
the Chiefs by far,
Correct.
because the Chiefs are going to get the whistles. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. If something's questionable or if it's in inches, the Chiefs are getting the favorable call. Like,
I also agree.
that's they
Uh,
got so many favorable calls last year.
you know what? And actually, David's put it in here. I think he thinks the Giants can actually pull the upset tonight.
I
Um,
I see that happening because Russ
David,
cheats last
David, I also think is from that area though. So actually, David is
year.
actually
He's
is
a New
actually this a
Yorker.
homer pick, or do you really think that?
So look, statistically, if you go by Russ, he's had his biggest games against the Chiefs, bro.
Well,
Like,
that's
I
what I was about to
look
say.
at
To me,
that.
I can see where people are talking about the Giants because they're looking at specifically last week. They looked at what they did. Um, but Russ, I don't think.
Can do it back to back weeks.
Well, you just don't know.
He did
That's
not do it
the
as
thing.
a Steeler, trust
I
me.
think I think he I think he could,
Mm-mm.
but not against this defense. And I'm not saying the Chiefs defense is just the best thing ever, but they are much
They're
better
better
than
than
the
the
Cowboys.
offense right now. I'll
True,
say that.
true.
Like the Chiefs defense do not get enough credit. They carried the team last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I buy
Um,
that.
man, dude, the Giants, yeah, they in that Cowboys game, they were getting some of the
But
flags they were getting, and it
but
was just nuts. But yeah, to me, I have as far as my favorite teaser of the week, the Chiefs do fit in there.
okay.
I'm actually not going to give out all of my large plays here, but there is a large play, but that's only half of it. I'm actually not going to give out the other half. But I do think the Chiefs get it done. The Chiefs are a team ever since all of like last year, man. I'm just not laying big
They're
numbers with them,
not
man.
good ATS, bro. They
No,
are
they're
not
absolutely
good against the spread. Because Andy Reid doesn't care about the spread. He doesn't. He said it multiple times last year. He just wants to win football games, and what happens happens. So they do not run up the score. And Russ and Dak are front runners in my mind for like the most garbage time scores ever. Like games out of the way, over with. That's when they start putting on their big boy pants and moving the ball down the field. This got backdoor cover written all over it to me. So I I can't make a play on this game, but if you said gun to your head, pick somebody, I'm picking the Giants plus the 6.5. Like that's honestly how I feel about it.
Yeah, for this one is one where I just want to take the Chiefs just straight up to get the win. Doesn't matter how, it can be an ugly game. They can win by two. Like it doesn't
Mahomes Magic.
they just want to get that win. But also, man, as far as the spread, I mean, especially last year, I think that they were just an overvalued team, man.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, the amount of game. I mean, we've talked about it so much. I'm not going to go on into it, but the amount of games that they really should have lost, but somehow won, was just
Yeah.
absolutely nuts. Um, so I mean, I'm not trying to say the Chiefs are a bad football team, and actually anyway, because they're still a good team. I just don't put them up there with your very top ranked teams. Like they're not the Ravens,
And I,
they're not the Bills. Like
so let's go on record. Are they top 10?
I could tell you where I have them power ranked.
Okay.
Let me pull it up. Are they top 10 tracks? You?
I'm gonna say no right now. And I know it's a hot take and everybody's gonna come for me and say they do need to put down the cup, but no.
No, I do not have them in the top 10.
There we go.
They're right there, but no, I do
Yeah.
not have them
I got them in top 15, but not top 10. Like
um I mean that there could be just me. I don't know. Because I'm down on actually them. But yeah, but what I was saying was yes, they're definitely not a bad team in any way. But got a play here from David in the chat. He's taking Green Bay -2.5, Tampa Bay -2.5, and the Falcons on the money line at +168.
oh, did he? Is that a teaser or yeah? Did he tease through zero? I like that though. I like that a lot. The only one I'm nervous about is that Tampa Bay game.
It looks like I was first. Man, I'm also nervous about that one. I'm actually completely off that game. Something about that game just
Doesn't sit right.
doesn't sit right, and I
I
don't
just
know.
I don't see the Jets losing. What's it, 3 in a row, and then they're plus 6.5 favorites. Yeah,
It's not even that. I mean, as far as the Bucks actually like offensive line, dude. Like, I mean, as far as from if you're looking at
have
if
a
you,
long night.
I mean, yeah, if you're looking at the starting offensive line from last year, I mean, like I think they're down all of those guys now. They are so banged up on the offensive line, and then as far as actually Baker goes, I haven't really looked into it a lot this week. Like I said, I've actually been out of town. But as far as Baker, remember last week because actually we were on watching that game live. Remember when he was running for that first down and then made that slide,
Yeah,
and he looked hurt. But
yeah.
then there was somebody talking shit to him, so he jumped right up to talk some shit back.
That's what I love about Baker, bro. He
Yeah.
got heart.
So I'm actually interested to see. That looked like it was. I'm actually not even sure what it is. But it was
Just
something. It was definitely something in his actual leg, though. Um,
well,
so when you're dealing with that, and then you have an offensive line that is gonna have a long day, that means I could see a strip sack. There's just so many different things that could happen then that can change the game just like that.
I feel like it'll be disrespectful if we didn't mention Chris Godwin. One of his favorite targets is out. Like now, teams are able to double up on Mike Evans, which Mike Evans is still a beast. He's still gonna come down with it, but it's like it's a lot harder now, right? Chris Godwin was the stretch receiver on the other side that, like, if you doubled Evans, you knew you were in trouble because he was taking the roof off. And he's not afraid to slant over the middle either. So to me, I honestly think the Jets are the best 0-2 team right now. I'm looking at all the 0-2 teams, and I definitely think the Jets are the best in that category. Like, they ran up against the Steelers team, which was a buzzsaw with Aaron Rodgers, right? Then they ran up against who they played last week. But I had them to cover the spread and they lost. The Bills. Like, to me, the Bills and the Steelers are like damn near shoe-in playoff teams every year. And now you're getting a banged up, injured Buck team. Like, I would actually tease that the other way and take the 12.5 with the Jets, because I do not see a world in which they get blown out by an injured Bucks team.
I'm ready to see because in week 1 that offense looked so good, and then in week 2 that offense looked so bad.
So that's what I'm understanding. Like,
that's that's why I'm not betting the game. I'm substituting off of them. I'm gonna try to learn more. David said that he wants to take out Tampa Bay and he wants to put in the Colts money line. And Joe, that was going to be actually my next question to you. So this works perfect. Do you think the Colts? Do you think they are for real, man?
The Colts are doing the best with what they have. They're getting the most out of the talent that's on their roster. They're getting Jonathan Taylor back today, who is a stud. I'm all over that. Like, I'll ride that one with you. What was it?
Green Bay -2.5, and then put Colts money line and the Falcons.
I like that a lot.
With what you're saying about the Colts, I definitely agree there. I think you've already got their ceiling though. Like, I think you've gotten.
They will digress and come back to
right. I was about to say,
now they're hot, so I'm riding it.
Right. I think you've seen the best of Daniel Jones. I think you've seen the best of like everybody. Like, it's just how long can they play like that?
I do think that this Titans team is 0-2, and that's about where they should be in my mind. Yes. Like, they don't look like they're gonna be anything worth mentioning or writing home about. The Titans historically has been where wide receivers go for their career to die. Look at D-Hop. Like, after he left the Titans, he went to the Chiefs, did something a little bit. They didn't really use him. Then now he's on the Ravens, and his lines are so underrated. And personal play, that's one of my personal play phrases. So,
he can still make some crazy catches, man.
Exactly. His hands are gold, bro. Yeah. His hands are golden. I think this Colts team covered the spread today, but I'm definitely going to take them on the money line and a parlay, because I just don't think the Titans can keep up with them offensively. Right?
Yeah, that's one of those games where the line has definitely moved up, and
you realize that they're first in the NFL for total yards per game at 441.
Really?
Yes. and the Titans defense is 27th in the NFL, giving up 379 yards per game. So I definitely,
if they're number 1, then Cowboys have to either be 2 or 3. Then, David, have the Colts punted this year? I believe they've punted once.
Well, that's also skewed because they go for it on 4th a lot.
It is.
They have aggressive play calling. So
that was actually what I was about to say. They have gone for it. I mean, just actually last week from watching the game, I know they were at 4th and 1, like right at midfield, and actually got stuffed twice. So, I mean, yeah, it is skewed to have.
But
I mean, yes, they've been playing.
They can cover. Like, the Titans can't score, and you got a team that's going for it on 4th and 1. That's the favorite. I like that they cover. Like, 5.5 is not. 5.5 is not it is a lot in football, because that's basically you need to win by 2 possessions in my mind to protect you from the backdoor cover. but I see a world in which they win by 7. Like I don't see that abnormal. So
Guys, if there are any other games that you want us to talk about or go through, or either actually go through the HOF app and actually look at anything, let us know. I believe we've hit all of the main games. Um, we hit that Renfro prop. That was one of the main ones that I wanted to do. Was there any other props that we wanted to add in there? Because I did.
I did Tyler Higbee with Renfro and Aaron Rodgers, but I didn't tell people why on the Tyler Higbee.
Do you want to go over why? Well, let's
Yeah.
do this. We have Nick in the chat. What's going on, man? Favorite touchdown score on the day? Do you have one that you?
I don't really like TD props like that, but I've been hitting them this year, which okay, whatever, cool. I like Tyler Higbee a lot against this Eagles defense. And here's the reason why. When I'm using Hall of Fame, I look at the total usage, right? And he's third far as the most targets on the team.
Hey, hold
However, when you
on.
click
Let
on
me put this up here.
total usage, yeah,
Research, usage share.
click on red zone, he's second. Yep.
Okay.
He's second in the league. He or on the team. He has a 27 and a half catch rate in the red zone. So his targets jump up significantly. He's a tight end. The Eagles, they give up TDs to tight ends in the red zone like every other team in the league. So I also think that they'll be so focused on Devontae Adams and Puka that Higbee gets, the slot. So I think he eats. I think he scores a TD in this game. And that is at plus, what was it?
Plus 4 something.
Plus 400. Yeah.
All right, so we've both given you out a couple plus 400s. Let's go to something. I guess those I think are great like value picks. Let's go to a game where we think we see a lot of scoring at, and that is going to be
Cowboys,
Cowboys
for sure. Yeah.
and the Bears. Let's just go to usage share. Go to red zone. Okay, here's one that I have played as a single bet, and it is actually on the Bear side. And it's this guy that you see right here in second place. Now this is in the red zone. It has a 27% red zone share. That is our guy Rome. This season he has started out hot, guys. He actually had 2 last week, and then actually 1 in week 1. He's kind of been their guy. He's been just playing extremely well, and then against this Cowboys defense here, we actually talked all about it. As far as the matchup is very good. You can get him at MGM currently at plus 150. That is exactly where I played it at. So for me, that would be my guy. Like if you're not looking for something with like really long odds, for me, that is my guy, and I'm going to add him in here along with Higbee to our parlay, and I will post this. It's going to have to be on Twitter, so I know some of y'all are over on YouTube. Wow, this I don't know. DraftKings just moved his number. You can actually get him at plus 160 there now.
Sure.
So if you parlay the kind of like the plays that we gave out, the main 4, which is actually Aaron Rodgers at least 250 pass yards, Renfro to score a touchdown, Higbee to score a touchdown, and then what we were just talking about on the screen there with actually Rome, for him to score. That's plus 14,373.
Ooh.
and I can get a parlay boost also from actually DraftKings. So that brings it up to plus 16 something. So if you put a $10 bet on that, it's to win $1,663. So that's what I'm going to do for my plays. If you're on Twitter, I'm actually going to post this there like after the show. Just so it's there. Yeah. There's definitely as far as still price goes, and actually the plus 150 or either now actually plus that's your plus 160. Yeah, there's one I really like. Guys, I believe that's going to wrap it up for us. If you have any other questions, drop them in the chat really quick. Joe, do you have anything else that you want to say just about the slate or just about anything?
Nah, just positive, show love, regular stuff. Wish everybody luck on their tickets, all that good jazz.
For sure. And guys, one more time, show today was brought to you by the HOF app. That is actually what you saw us using throughout the show to a day. If you would like to give it a try, they are actually offering a 7-day free trial along with 50% off your first purchase. You can use promo code ATB50. That's ATB50. So if you would like to help support the show, that is the best way to do that. Yeah, man. It's a good show. Everybody, this past Monday night, we did our first Monday night live show. It was a lot of fun. Us were on there, and then we had a few other guys kind of like jumping in throughout the show. There was a lot of viewership there as actually well. The chat was nice. So that is going to be every Monday night thing. It seems like people want us to do it more than just on Monday nights. We may get into that as the season goes on, but for right now, we're just, like I said, that was just our first show. We're just kind of getting it going. But tomorrow night, guys, 8 o'clock, be there. Join us on the live line. And we, gosh,
so many tickets that day.
I was about to say, I really wish I had it. But we had a lot of plays, a lot of plus money plays.
Yeah.
And it went about as well as we could have ever asked for. So, and now this week we get a banger of a national game too.
Yeah.
Lions are playing the Ravens.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
So
you mind if I recap some of the players that we gave out? So we had Geno Smith 2 picks. That was plus 140. Geno Smith 3 picks. We doubled down on that. That was plus 180. We had Quentin Johnson anytime TD. That was plus 360. We had Justin Herbert 2 TDs live. We got it like plus 120-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were cashing some plus tickets, bro. That was fun.
Yeah. It's a fun show. So yeah, guys, definitely join us tomorrow night for that. Like I said, we're going to go live at 8 and then be live for the entire game. As far as last week, we had planned on being on for around a 3-hour stretch because last week was that weird because that was 2 games. We were on for 5 hours, guys, because everybody was just having so much fun. So definitely join us there. But then also as far as across the board, that is Monday through Friday at noon Eastern time. Make sure to check us out there, and we have our full cast going on there. And yeah, guys, that's about it. I think I actually hit everything. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. Hope everybody has a fun day. Like Joe said, hope everybody cashes in. With that, Joe, do you want to take us out?
My boy DJ Khaled said, you either win with us or watch us win. Either way, let's fucking win, baby.
Let's fucking win, guys. Later.